Hi, I'm Megan Woolard. I'm the Executive Director of the Ronald McDonald Houses here in Eastern North Carolina, and you're watching the East Daily Download.
This is the East Daily Download. This is the East Daily Download. This is the East Daily Download. That's right. This is the East Daily Download.
So let's get started.
Hello and welcome to the East Daily Download. My name is Mark. I'll be your tour guide on this adventure across the East today, coming to you from home, because like many of you, we're working from home these days a lot. But you know what? I have a lot of confidence and optimism that we will be back in Studio E at WNCT in Eastern North Carolina CW before long. But while we're here, I thought it had been a little while since we've done a project, so I thought, how about a new puzzle? Yeah, we've done that before, but it's been a while. If you've never watched the show, we try to make this part of the show somewhat interactive and do projects. So the rest of the show, we tell stories about Eastern North Carolina. We get out and meet interesting people, go to great restaurants and talk to the chefs, do a lot of fun stuff. And what's more fun these days than doing a puzzle? It's very relatable. Yeah, I've done a few. But hey, you know what? This is good. This is I Love Breakfast from White Mountain Puzzles. Again, not a sponsor of the show, but a great puzzle company that makes really nice quality pieces, quality puzzles with lots of pieces. This has 1,000. So let's get started. Let's check this story out and be back here in a little bit on the East Daily Download. Here we go. Oh, it's breakfast and it's bacon and eggs.
This Fashion Friday, we're talking about vision boards. They're a great way to reset and get started for the new year, but you can really make one at any time. I organize mine in a few sections like work, health and fitness, goals, family, and anything else you might want. One of the main things I wanted my vision board to feature was blank space. In a new year, you're going to have new experiences and hopefully new goals come from that. So I wanted to leave space for evolving wants and just things that might change in my life. I got my scissors, I went through a couple old magazines, and I printed out some things that I knew I couldn't find in a magazine that I wanted specifically to be on my board. And then I got creative with how I wanted to organize everything for 2021 and my goals ahead. Now, studies show that 25% of people fall off with fulfilling their goals after the first few months of a new year. I am not wanting to become one of those statistics, so I'm taking small steps toward change instead of biting off more than I can chew. I wanted to use a larger board this year so that my goals are always in plain sight, and I'm keeping the vision board in my office, so I'm always in that headspace of wanting to grow, learn, evolve, and stay consistent with what's on my vision board for 2021.
When we say you can get 9 on Your Side news anywhere, we mean, well, anywhere. At work, over coffee, from the kitchen, the plane, outdoors, customized alerts. Everything you want in one place.
Breaking news.
We get it to you wherever you are. Out on the water, on a date, even at the North Pole. Ho, ho, ho. WNCT 9 on Your Side. News on the go. Anywhere, anytime.
Well, here we go. We're back here on the East Daily Download, and we've got a new puzzle. Got a nice big table space to do it, and got my. They put these in these puzzles in their little holders, so you can put the cover of the puzzle on, so you can. That works okay, so you can play along with at home. You know what else is great at home outside of Eastern North Carolina CW East Daily Download is the WNCT mobile app. It's good for at home really and on the road. You download it for free, Google Play and the App Store, and what it allows you to do is watch this show wherever you are. So you want to be laying on the couch? No problem. You can watch on your tablet or your cell phone or even on your TV. It doesn't matter. Use the app. It's all good. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to get started here on this puzzle. Don't you love it when there's pieces on the cut that stay together? That's always really helpful. Oh, and look at that. Right out of the gate, a corner piece that has two pieces together. So that's a big win right there. There's no way I'm going to be done with this puzzle by the end of this episode, but you know what, it's just a project to do today. So let's check this next story out. I'll be back here in a little bit as I endeavor to solve the mystery of the breakfast puzzle.
Now downloading Conversations with.
How did you, decide where the jumping off point was?
I kicked it off not knowing where I was going. I literally did not know where I was going until I got to the airport.
Nice.
So, I had a surprise travel agency. I'm a very type A personality, Mark, right? Like I might have a few control issues. I don't know.
Okay, you're preaching to the choir.
Yeah. So I had a surprise travel agency. I answered some questions, and they picked the place.
Really?
Yeah. And a week before I left, they told me what the weather was going to be like, so I knew how to pack. And literally 2 hours before my plane left, I opened up the envelope and I found out we were going to Burlington, Vermont. This was on New Year's Day. So that was my first trip. And again, about embracing the unknown and getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. I probably only had 10 international trips.
Trips or places?
Which probably would have made about 15 of the places. So I was going to hit 5 in Spain, 5 in Italy because I was going for 12 days. I was doing Athens, Iceland, Turks and Caicos. I can't even think of them now. So yeah, I had probably had maybe around 7 international trips, and then the rest were domestic.
2020 was turbulent for all airports, including Coastal Carolina Regional.
Air service or passenger air traffic makes up about 85% of our revenue budget, and that's been cut a little over 50%.
The pandemic bumped lots of passengers from flights.
So we lost 95% of passengers.
But the New Bern Airport began to gain altitude with the approach of summer.
Because people were trying to escape to wide open spaces.
There was another diversion at Coastal Carolina when Delta discontinued its service.
So that was automatically 25% of our service.
Overall, airport managers are happy with the end of the year flight log, with passenger volumes gradually growing.
We have been steadily about 10% ahead of the national average.
Albert J. Ellis Airport saw its traffic cut to 15% last April. Then its passenger numbers started to rebound as people headed to the Crystal Coast.
For the last several months, we've been operating approximately 75 to 80% of prior year traffic.
Albert J. Ellis saw its share of reduced capacity in 2020, but managers say that may not last for long.
We anticipate them adding that capacity back during 2021.
Airport directors say they face the same obstacle, uncertainty.
The big challenge is trying to understand how it's going to recover and when we can get back to normalcy.
But they say COVID shots will likely mean smooth flying ahead.
Or as the vaccines start to get deployed, we'll start seeing people traveling more than they had been in the past.
We'll be right back with more local stories on the East Daily Download.
Hey, we're back here on the East Daily Download. Hope your day's off to a great start. My day is off to a great scavenger hunt looking for pieces or border pieces to get the puzzle laid out. And then we will dive into the, there's a lot of stuff going on in this puzzle here, as you can see. Yeah, well, you know, one of the things that we do outside of puzzles is we spend a lot of time on social media. I'm glad that we brought this up. Thank you. One of the things with social media is the East Daily Download is active on social media. We've got an Instagram and a Facebook page, and we would love to hear from you. We'd love for you to be involved with it. You can find us, like I said, on Instagram and Facebook. East Daily Download is the hashtag. I think probably on the screen right now it shows you all the information about that. So, you know, please like us, follow us. We want to be engaged with you. It's really important because you can send us story ideas, things you'd like to see, stories from across Eastern North Carolina that we can cover, restaurants we might want to go to showcase, you know, businesses that are important that we don't know about that we can showcase. So we'd love to hear from you, and email us, download@WNCT.com. Angie Casada would love to answer your questions on Wednesdays. Okay, I'm gonna get back to trying to find border, there's a border, another one, two that are stuck together. I'm getting unlucky with this one, but you know, I'm sure it's gonna be a lot more complicated than that. Okay, check the story out. I'll be back here in a little bit.
Hi, I'm Lauren Pate, and I'm here today with Holden Dixon. How you doing?
Doing great, doing great.
Good, good. So you are originally from Eastern North Carolina, Chocowinity,
Yep, that's
right?
correct.
So what would you say, growing up in Eastern North Carolina, how did that influence your music?
So I'm kind of like a rebel when it came to the music. I didn't want to kind of, merge with the country scene or this, I feel like when I was around here, it was like, that was all that was here. It was country music. And I grew up here playing folk music, but then blending it with like electronic elements and I like, synths and stuff like that. I've got a website, it's holdendixon.com, but I think the easiest place for most people would probably be my Facebook page. And it's just Holden Dixon. It's verified, it's easy to find. When you search my name, the first one up there. So that's where I post most of the dates, and that's where everything kind of comes together first before it goes out to the sites and all the other social media. So that's probably the best place to find me.
All right, nice. Well, y'all stay tuned. We've got some live music coming up with Holden.
Now downloading Salute to the East. Follow the East Daily Download on social media. We're on Facebook and Instagram. Use the hashtag East Daily Download. Now downloading Week in Review.
I feel like Greenville is right there.
The city of Greenville grew in 2020.
We just kind of needed a few of the moving parts to really kind of get together and start working in tandem with one another.
Wait a minute, what about travel restrictions? What about social distancing?
This is social distancing at its finest. A renovated caboose on a bison farm in the mountains of North Carolina.
So we're happy to have you here. I'm going to talk a little bit more about different aspects of the show throughout the show, in case you've never seen it before. But I tell you what, why don't we do this? Why don't we jump right in, check out this first story. We'll be back here in a little bit.
Carter Community College is tossing out the past and looking to the future with its hospitality and culinary programs.
Well, I've been looking at it being built for the last year and a half. I was just wondering when they're going to be finished.
So when I travel these days, I wipe down the hotel room with a handy wipe. But check this out. Fresh remote? What? We might be a little extra cautious. Vanessa, what are you doing?
I'm cleaning the counter with my cleaner that I brought.
Really, the only thing you have to know about staying at the Ocean Isle Inn is this was the view.
Now downloading Let's Draw.
Hi, I'm Ashley and welcome to Let's Draw. Today I'm going to teach you how to draw a mug. Let's get started. Remember to draw lightly with your pencils. To start us off, you'll need to draw two squished oval shapes, one larger than the other. The larger one should always be above the smaller one. Next, we add two lines connecting the ends of the ovals together to make a tapered tube shape. Looks like a glass of water right now. Next, we decided on a shape for the handle. I went for an elongated C shape. Finally, we erase the inner line of the bottom oval. We do this to make it look more like an opaque mug. And voila, you have a mug! You can put all sorts of design on your mug to make it more personal. Try using other shapes instead of ovals and see what unique mugs you can make.
Well, that's going to do it for this episode of the East Daily Download. Special puzzle edition. It's puzzling, isn't it? How we work on puzzles now that we're at home. Listen, you know, we're all at home a lot more these days. Projects, games, activities are a necessity. Reading, mobile apps to watch your favorite CW shows or your favorite East Daily Download show on the WNCT mobile app. You know, going to social media like Facebook and Instagram, hashtagging East Daily Download, getting involved with the show, all great things. Also, real quick, WNCT.com is a great resource as well for local news and Storm Team 9 weather for Eastern North Carolina. And there's a download tab. You click on that download tab and it's magical. Well, it's not magical, but what happens is the show pops up and you can watch any of our episodes, over 300 of them, going back to August 19th of 2019. So that sounds like a project right there. Let's put that on the agenda. We're going to watch all 300 plus episodes and then do a book report about it. Sorry. Anyway, I'm going to get back to doing this puzzle, and none of these pieces fit together so far outside of the ones that were cut together. But, border piece, always good. So, yeah, I'm going to do this. You have a great day, and I'll see you.
Lonely town, brother, let's get out of here tonight. Settle down, stay right
right by my side. Don't stop until the morning comes. We're breaking out, alright. Settle down, stay right by my side. I know it's gonna be a long road, 40 nights and 40 days we go. Oh no, caught in the undertow. Keep pulling on, we won't let you go. Highway, street fighting, headlights, tail riding. High tide is coming in, you know. Better run, baby, here we